We are now going live. And we should now be live. We should be here. There we go. Now we should definitely be live. Or maybe we're not. Let's have several minutes of awkward silence.
I'm trying to find it, but you know what YouTube is like on both ends.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, according to my end, it's fine, and apparently there's people watching, or there might not be people watching. It is after all YouTube. And YouTube does not do the work. Oh yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, you're up.
Hell fucking yes. This is it. I mean, to be fair, they're also on the original picture. There were some others that are also very good. But this is fucking excellent. Thank you, Bigot, for making this fucking big.
So the new Mass Effect's out tomorrow. Well, new. Fucking retard. The remaster is out tomorrow.
Yeah, it is. Actually, apparently not. I looked at it yesterday. It said the 14th of May, and I'm looking at the store page right now on Steam, and it says the 15th of May. So they, like, moved it up. No, now it says the 14th of May again. I just reloaded the page. That's weird, but here we are. Hello, Chris.
Howdy.
I've came up with a new song. It's for my favorite artist, David Blowy.
Oh, no.
Suck my penis, Major Tom, and that's all I have thus far.
It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, it's I am about to bust a fat nut all over space. Just busting. Just all of space is fucking full of bust. What the fuck? Oh, shit. Well, I'm glad that this is not how it works, though, frankly. What is happening? There's only 2 people here. There's a lot of people in general chat, which, of course, they're all peasants. We have no use for them.
Of course.
Fucking... to be fair, though, let's be honest, all pussy limited edition, because of entropy and the inevitable heat death of the universe.
Of course. I'm gonna admit, I am completely fucking brain dead today. So...
I'm very distracted right now because I'm trying to make mods work together and I'm reaching that critical mass point where I just can't quite tell where the conflict is.
That
what
is
game?
always a big one.
Stellaris.
Of course.
Yeah, I try to stay away from mods. I don't really. I love mods and I need mods desperately in my life, but I always
Well, the master
way
making them
overdo
all
it.
work together, and then I'll put the collection up along with the load order.
I hate troubleshooting. I really do. I despise it. I'm very good at it, just based on, like, you know, being me. But I fucking hate doing it. And so this is has at this point become the quintessential Skyrim experience for me. And I know also for many other people, where you will reinstall Skyrim, then download Nexus Mod Manager, spend a whole day installing Skyrim mods, coming up with conflicts and shit, fixing all of that, making a character, doing the Helgen prologue, then turning it off and not playing again for months, uninstalling the game, and then a year later you install it again, and it all starts anew. That's what Skyrim has become. This is what that's what the Elder Scrolls 6 should be. This is taught how it should just be the Nexus Mod Manager and the prologue of fucking Skyrim.
The problem for me, like, because I literally done that this week. And the problem for me is I always get, like, really excited of, like, oh, what it's going to be like. And then I boot up and it's the same Skyrim that I played last time.
Yeah, this is why I install a fuck ton of mods. Like, everything where I think, oh, this could possibly be interesting, and in some circumstances of the game I install, which is a lot of things, and it completely ruins the game. It just does not work. 15, I just found out I'm pregnant. Is it normal if I belly flop on the concrete to eliminate the child? What do you mean, is it normal?
I mean, in South America, yeah.
There's a green text. Buddy, is it ass skills competition or is it a skills competition? Is ass skills like an American thing? You wouldn't know. Hostage is pretty much in a sea-can box canyon with snipers everywhere. No idea what this means. 3 teams before him sustained either all casualties or severe casualties before retreating. Buddy, I have no idea what any of this means. So I'm not going to read it. I genuinely do not know what this means. I'm sorry, Freeze.
The Joy is in the year 2348, and I remember her telling me what her fleet size is. It's like,
Yeah. She told me that she told you and that you were very happy about it, very excited that she was playing the game correctly. She was like, yeah, I told Brady this, and he was like, wow, you really know how to play Stellaris very well. But honestly, that is also my playstyle. I always go like diplomatic federation.
Oh no! It's just her fleet size for that year. I'm like, if you're in default settings, it's just like, oh boy, because I know what's coming.
Doing drugs. Doing
me on my game
science.
that I was testing mods, and I started noticing there's definitely something wrong here. Something's conflicting. Because I'm not getting some research options. So I just open L-Gate and watch the galaxy burn.
See, that's the problem, right? Because fucking a lot of the times with mods, like they're not gonna give you like a conflict. They're gonna break some essential balancing thing.
No, I was just researching stupid fast like I usually do, so I could open the L-Gate whenever I wanted, but it was way too early for that.
By law, you people are dogs. I will go on as usual. Boom! Nailed it, motherfucker.
I have that, what do you call it? You know, Krieg's not soundtrack for Dyson Sphere playing.
What the
one they have.
fuck?
Did I pronounce it wrong?
No, what is this? A gay porn conflict in literature chart? I actually might have to. I haven't done my hair proper. Can you any of you explain to me why season 5 of Peaky Blinders is so shit? Because the first 4 seasons are good. They're very, very good. But then it's just immediately the first 5 minutes of season 5, I knew something was wrong, because essentially they're just doing, you know how like a child doesn't understand what is good about like a given art form, like a fucking like comedy or a movie or something, and so they just they do the awesome things of it. But they're not awesome because they're just like, the reason they're awesome is because of the context of the show, and it doesn't translate.
Well, I have a theory that once a show starts running long enough for people who are fans of the show as kids to start working on the show itself, it goes to shit.
I mean, that's not that's not what happened with Peaky Blinders. I'm just saying it's about, that's just the example, because they do a lot of the like the walking montages with rock music, which is something that the first 4 seasons did like very sparingly and very pointedly and very effectively. But this is just everything all the time. Every time anybody walks anywhere, rock music plays.
So it's kind of like the the payoff without any of the
I
build-up.
don't think it's conflicting.
They're just
Yeah,
trying to go for,
exactly.
like,
It's
punchline,
just
punchline.
yeah, and it's just like the awesome bit. It's like a reference. It all feels like the whole fifth season is a reference to cool shit that happened in the first four seasons, but they're not even like well done references. There's a thing where like now they're getting into conflict with like Scottish Protestants, and
Oh boy, what have I jumped into?
all of the actors are Scottish, yet somehow all of the Scottish accents sound fake. Like I don't know how the fuck they did that.
Wait, what series is
Peaky
this?
Blinders.
Oh, right. I actually haven't noticed.
Mm,
I've started watching it. I have not noticed how the accents seem fake.
season 5, I mean.
Oh, okay. So I've only okay. No
So the
spoilers,
first 4
please.
seasons are fantastic. The 5th season just somehow sucks now. Yeah, it's really weird. Like there's a lot of things happen that have nothing to do with like the plot of the season.
Okay, so going completely off the rails.
Yeah, it's just it feels like there wasn't.
Disregarding everything, I'm guessing.
I have no idea what changed though. Oh, the dialogue sucks so much. His dialogue was really good in the first 4 seasons, but now it's just like it just feels like it's a. So the first 4 seasons, it was a episode. Each episode was a self-contained theme, and then every season was a self-contained story, right? And then they were like chapters in the life of these people. But in the 5th season, is just a collection of scenes that a writer's room thought would be interesting.
Oof. So.
And then they're like
instead of
jammed
it being
together. Pardon?
So wait, if I'm getting this right, instead of it being a coherent series where everything kind of makes sense in continuity, each is an individual.
Not
episode
even. No,
that has-
not even. It's still like a cohesive story across the season, but it doesn't feel like it. It's like they forced that in there, but really paid much more attention to the also shit scenes of just trying to. Oh, what would happen if these two people talked?
Yeah,
Isn't this interesting? No, it's not. The dialogue is terrible. It's all about look how awesome this character is. Look how awesome this character is.
Which it is not. Is basically it.
Yeah, I mean the characters are awesome, but
God
they have
damn
to.
it. Can
They
there
work.
not be a single fucking TV series I'm looking forward to that does not end up in shit?
I mean, I have to. To be fair, it's because of the first 4 seasons being very good that this, like in comparison, is bad. It's still in like the upper half of television in general.
Yeah. To quote a great man, you either die a hero or live long.
I live longest.
Fuck.
No, you just die.
Live long enough to see yourself become cringe.
Exactly.
You either die a hero or you become gay. You become gay. I have
You become the gay.
I think it's very important that shows like media in general learns when to stop. Like, I know,
But they can't.
yeah, it's because of
Corporations
we because this works. We could make more money from this. It's what the executives think, and I think that very often sometimes it's also like the very talented creators leave the shows and the media that they do because they get interested in new projects and they get hired for these new projects. Pardon?
Where's my UI?
He's modded out his UI.
Brady's just going completely nuts. Is all as he
Completely.
normally does.
Yeah.
As he normally does. Okay.
I've not. What was I talking about?
How we were ranting
Oh yeah.
about.
So
Yeah.
basically, they like the talented people. This is a theory of mine. Will often go on to new projects because they're very good at what they do, and then the executives keep the show going, hire like hacks to like keep the brand running, and so the actual talent, it leaves, makes something new, does something different. And now this thing sucks because they tried to make it go on for too long.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Well,
Star Wars.
it's not necessarily they keep going it on for too long, because you can have a good
Well,
show
Star
that goes
Trek.
on for too long. There are just little to no shows like that. The problem is they decide to not give a shit
EastEnders, Home and
because they go
Away.
on for too long. The problem is the human aspect of it is my entire theory.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Because-
What did you? I was really confused by this thing that Bigot posted that just broke my brain. You were saying, but you were probably having a very good take.
The thing is, like, I believe at some point we will have the ability to make really good shows that are still incredibly coherent. Like, shows that have gone on for so long but are still incredibly good. The problem is, right now we're having the problem of the human element where naturally we get tired of doing the same show over and over again. Because regardless of whatever you've changed in direction and whatnot, like wherever you took the narrative, at some point you're just going to be bored because you've been writing on this show for like 7 seasons already, and it's been 3
Yeah,
years.
and so the talent goes elsewhere, and the people who remain are the hacks.
Meanwhile, Mark
Or that,
Hamill.
or can I just say, it is probably because they're just like, fuck this shit, I don't care anymore. They just lose care of it. It's not necessarily that the hacks remain. It's
No, but you
it could
have
also-
a lot of very talented people who just do the same thing for 60 years and are very happy with it.
True.
Meal, who's
True.
like fucking done Goku voice for fuck knows how long. He says he's bored of it, and I'm just like, wow, I'd love to be, because it's like the same voices and same noises. It's like I wish I was paid for screaming. Fucking.
I mean, it is event.
God damn it!
God
Well
damn,
done,
dude.
trying to clean.
That is amazing.
But yeah, it makes sense. But I don't like it though. It's like
Remember when Germany absolutely annihilated Brazil at football, like 7-1?
I actually watched that live and it was hilarious. That was
painful to watch on the Brazilian side.
genuinely concerned that like Germans were going to die that night in Brazil because it was in Brazil.
No, even worse.
I feel it like Brazil's like it was kind of point where everyone realized Brazil's not as good as it used to be at football. They've been getting slapped quite frequently.
I mean,
It's the same with England. Like England's complete garbage, and they don't like hearing it. We lost to fucking what do you call it?
But
Croatia.
England has always been complete garbage at football.
Kind of, yes.
No,
That's
it's
all.
not.
Like Brazil is
My
our
heritage as a
our one
Brit.
World Cup was in a final with Germany.
Germany has
pride
like
as a-
what 5?
Yeah, exactly. My pride and heritage as a Brit demands me to defend this point, but I know it's false. It's like we haven't won any, have
It's
we?
like what Britain has is like the Premier League, which is one of the like most high tier play football.
Which was
leagues in the
about to
world.
be abandoned until like it literally became a political thing because of the European Super League that we're gonna, or like all top clubs we're just gonna fuck off to.
Yeah, I heard about this. I didn't quite understand it. Apparently, it was like like the Americans were trying to Americanize football.
Oh no, fuck off, please.
It basically it's like the politicians got involved because it's like, yeah, if Boris were to allow that to happen, he'd be killed. Like football in England is a religion.
No, there would be Guy Fawkes Night 2.0 is
like I don't think anyone outside of like England truly understands like it is a religion here. Anglicanism, the real Anglicanism, is just footballs.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's like it's association football.
The Anglican Church mechanics in EU4 should just be like which one you use. Like they're all just football clubs.
Like I know in England specifically, so English people think of themselves as, because like every country has like a rivalry in football on like the national football stage, and for England this is Germany, but for Germany it's not England, it's the Netherlands.
Well, yeah, because they're filthy swamp Germans. What do you expect?
The Germans don't actually care about the English when it comes to football. Which
Because-
that's kind. Imagine like like I am your worst enemy, but you're not my worst enemy. That has to be kind of.
thing
like,
is,
it's kind of
the thing
belittling.
is, it's strange when you think about it, because Germany has, not necessarily always, but there has been this bitter fighting in Germany during, the 16th, 17th, and 18th century, where just Britain fought
What's
in
good,
Germany
No,
Germany?
against
I'm going to
Germans,
interject
and it's
here.
just like,
No, I'm just going to interject here and point out, like, British-Germanic relations are actually very good. Like, only the World Wars were, like, the blip in that. Like,
Also,
we were allied
the
to
thing,
Prussia
like,
for a
why
long
the
time.
Germany and the Netherlands pretty much never have serious beef. Kashi, something
well,
is
apart from
happening
the
with
language,
your
I
audio.
guess.
What?
Something is
wrong with your
happening with
audio.
your audio.
Oh, I'm working. That's
That
what.
might be it. Yes.
Yes. I'm just about finished.
What are you working
Hmm,
on?
Corona.
A gay sex
Mopping.
machine?
No, I'm mopping the floor.
Ay,
Oh,
ay,
man.
ay.
That's almost as good.
Bloody hell. Been bitten all over me bloody body, and fuck me.
Alright.
So, Matt, what did you cook for food?
Sausages, some chorizo style sausages apparently. Tasty shit.
Nice.
That's terrible.
Oh fuck you.
That is terrible.
You brought this on yourself.
I am.
This,
Ooh,
Anyway,
shit,
this is
Vampire
my
the
new-
Masquerade
this
is
my
on.
new favorite meme.
Well, what is? Hang on.
Chick-fil-A limits sauces per order due to shortage, and then Ted Cruz says Joe Biden is
Joe
destroying
Biden.
America.
Yeah.
No.
It's
You have to,
like
do
the
the
fucking
Southern accent. Joe
This is-
Biden is
Joe
destroying
Biden
America.
is destroying America.
This is a real meme. This is a real post, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
this is just a meme. This is he actually posted this.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I mean,
Every day I stray further from supporting democracy.
it's
Yeah.
yeah.
How have you not already, dude?
Ted-
I mean, I kind of have. Like,
Ted-mocracy?
give me power, and we will have a Death Star.
Ted.
Give
No.
you power,
Ted
and
Cruz
we have a
Ted-
death. No. You know that entire meme of the guy like holding his hands up to
Democracy.
his face and going like, "You received this, I received this." It's like you
Trade deal.
received
Yeah.
Death Star, I received complete control.
Yeah. I mean, have you seen this shit? This fucking Twitter post is hilarious. Imagine being in the fucking situation.
I will never forget the guy who came into my work this past December with no mask on saying, "Can somebody please tell me what's going on?" We gave him a mask, learned that he had been living off the grid for a while, and had not yet learned that there was a global pandemic. Holy shit, dude. That is like it's
So base.
then he's been living off the grid for a long time. Yeah, that's the real tweet, dude.
Yeah.
Holy
so
shit.
base.
Could you imagine, right? That would just make him. Wow. I took the right fucking choice here.
Yeah.
It's like the people in
Exactly.
Antarctica because like the coronavirus season started when it was winter in Antarctica. So they've been in isolation down there for several months. Not giving a shit about corona because there was no contact. But now they really have to worry. But I mean, now it's been for a few months that they've had to worry.
Yeah.
Actually, they now have to like even stop worrying again because it's being winter. I watched this video a long time ago. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Good job.
Mm.
That's fine. Oh
It's
shit, that
all
reminds
my
me of the
brothers.
fucking of the fucking post that says like the fucking takes picture like the Joe Biden is destroying America. It's the like this tweet that was like pictures of like automated fucking cashier services and like a robot that patrolled like a supermarket and shit, right? Nowadays, and then said this is what a $25 minimum wage would look like. No, this is what fucking whichever minimum wage it is right now looks like, dipshit. It's just
I
it
really
baffled me. And some people are just too stupid to realize that if they're taking a picture of like reality, it's not a hypothetical scenario. They can't refer, look, this is what a hypothetical scenario would look like.
fucking. I've been thinking about. Sometimes I think it would be
there it
really
is.
cool to live off the grid
Cedar
for a while.
posted it.
I mean, the only thing I don't like with that idea is just there's so much news when it comes to gaming that I want to keep track of, and technology in general, and just living off the grid, that's not going to allow me to. I want
So
to because just
I feel
news
like
is hell.
a lot of interesting things would happen while I was gone, and then I could catch up on it. But I also feel like I would just imagine like the memes from half a year ago, right?
Yeah.
Just everything was completely different. Because I do this.
Oh,
I did
man.
this thing. I do this thing when I like go to my grandma's place. I pretty much stay off the internet for 2 weeks. I just I'm not off the grid. But I don't have any internet connection. I just text sometimes with people. I read books. I hang out with people on the rooftops at night near the beach and smoke weed. That's pretty much all I do, right?
Sounds
Dude,
pretty
that
fucking
sounds
cool.
fucking
For
lit.
like 2 weeks, and then I get back, and I just completely have lost the plot when it comes to memes, and it'll take
That
me
is also the
like a
big
month
thing.
to get
I
back
kind of do
into
that
it.
too as well.
Yeah,
I kind of do that too in summer, where I just hang out with my friends for like in a
Yeah.
fucking shitty house in the middle of nowhere,
So
where
you
we
know
don't
what I
even have
mean,
a
right?
calculator. Yeah. It's so fucking weird. You're like, what happened? Hang on, what the fuck happened?
It's like
How
if I
did we
went
get
into
a meme about Cthulhu?
like I go
Jesus.
into fucking off the grid for like half a year now. I come back and I say like based, am I right? And everyone's like, what the? What are you from
Like, dude, that's-
1850?
Hmm.
Oh
Which
god, that
reminds
sounds
me-
beautiful.
Which reminds me, today I've been watching a lot of Lancelot videos, and there's a direct analogy to that, whereas people who travel around near light speed, and therefore they just get to a port somewhere, and they're like, what the fuck has been going on for the last 200 years?
No, what would be funny is you come out, you've been off the grid for 10 years, you come out and you go, what? Someone says anything, and it's, that sounds kind of sus, and then like alarm bells go off and fucking SWAT teams on you, because like the anti-terrorism units have got that like that advanced that the moment you even say anything suspicious.
Oh god, beautiful.
Didn't somebody post the picture of this like school with the great name?
Yeah. And then
I can't.
the
look
baby
for it
sussy
yet.
school.
Yeah, sussy school.
Oh,
This is a great one.
Can
if
I
you
just
have
say-
grandparents that are dying right now, that makes this very funny.
Oh, yeah, fucking,
God
what's he
damn it.
making? A sad face.
You know the one meme I can't stand, because there's always a meme in every meme generation that you can't stand, right? It's the
I
Among Us ones.
Says you.
I
Says you.
Amogus.
Fuck you.
Fucking hang on then. Let me post one just for you.
do you have the one with Idi Amin?
No, but there's this one which is great, and you should totally play it on stream.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's from ancient China. Fuck
It's
you.
very, very loud.
It is.
It's very unoriginal. It doesn't
is
even
great.
have the words.
Fuck! I almost fell out of my chair. So retarded.
Like nowadays, it doesn't even have the word sus in it to be funny. It's like Confucius.
It's just like self-referential to the nth degree. It's like 15 generation of
It's
self-reference.
Don't get me wrong, Among Us is a good game, but goddamn, that is just shit,
See,
my
I
dude.
don't like Among Us, but I like the memes. In the beginning, I was like, whatever. But now that they've become just a complete cancer upon society, I'm like, hell yes.
Yeah,
you
they're
live
just
off it.
so fucking. They're
It's
just so
just
fucking
I
retarded.
actually I clipped. This is not so. You might have been there, Posh. Right, just from the lead, from the song, all along the Watchtower. I just clipped the bit where he says "Among Us."
Of course.
Fucking
Damn it! Yes, I've seen it. Oh,
there are many here among us. I didn't like the game though. I'm not a fan of it. Just personally, I don't think
You
it's a
son
bad
of a
game.
bitch.
But yeah.
It's a bit boring after a while. Like you play 2 games and then you're bored.
Yeah. It's
I
fun
don't
with
like
friends.
betraying
Here's the
my
thing.
I don't know.
friends.
I don't know. Everyone just kind of
That's why-
defended me without evidence.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something incredibly cringe that I pretty much never do. But when the new Mass Effect is gonna come out, I'm gonna name the
Damn it.
character
Can you
after
shut the
myself.
fuck up about that?
I'm gonna name the character after myself and then make decisions that I would make.
No.
God damn it! Could you shut up about Mass Effect?
Why?
I fucking love Mass Effect.
Yeah, and
Why?
Have you considered getting better taste?
Yeah.
No,
Why would you have a
because
fucking
you all
Hey.
have
like
fit
Mass
taste.
Effect?
You guys want to hear a shitty joke?
what is happening right now?
What? I'm
Go
heading
on.
home. That's what's happening. Oh, anyways, did you hear about that huge battle at a dairy farm?
No.
There were a lot of casualties.
God damn you.
I'm gonna hunt you down
Fucking
and I'm gonna
cunt.
string you up to a lamppost.
You
Beat
deserve
you
to be
as
shot.
if you were Mussolini.
I was laughing
I'm on my
today.
way home.
I came up with this bit today. I was just on a walk, and I was thinking about the N-word economy. So basically, the United States has 2 major problems, right? So the first major problem is that African Americans have suffered from centuries of slavery, discrimination, and institutionalized racism to the extent that now, even where the institutionalized racism is no longer explicitly race based, still the systems remain in the sense that the socioeconomic situation that African American communities and individuals have been subjected to have led them into this endless spiral of being unable to escape their social class, because it is in the United States impossible to escape your social class, and there are various interlocking mechanisms that are not, if not explicitly designed, certainly have the effect that they are pretty much extremely racist. And the second biggest problem in the United States is that white people want to say the N-word, but they can't.
You know that's not true.
And I see these 2 people. A lot of people see these as
wait,
like 2
America.
problems, but I see it as an opportunity to fix that. Because look, okay, here's my idea. So
Go on.
Go in.
if you're black in the United States, if you're African American, you get in the mail every quarter like these like
An
stamps.
N-word pass.
These stamp cards. Yeah, there's basically, you get these N-word passes, and they're like they're punch cards like you get at the kebab shop, and you can sell them to white people, and this is with like census and IRS data to look like the poorer you are, the more N-word passes you get that you can sell to white people. Right? So Kanye only gets like 1, but then if you live in
Wait,
Harlem, if you're
wait.
like a homeless guy in Harlem, you get like 100, and each of the
Can I
punch
just-
cards accounts for like 10 N-words.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask how many N-words you get. It's 10. Okay,
Yeah,
that sounds reasonable.
and then it's this whole thing, because this is basically how you then you pay reparations. This is how you get white people to pay reparations, right?
Exactly.
State-sponsored N-word passes.
And so no, they're not state sponsored. I mean, they are in a way. The paper is state sponsored. Their money
Yeah,
is paid.
that's the people who produce it. The organization that produces them.
And so eventually, what happens is that we put is that like the N-word economy, it develops. We get further into it. We build up the infrastructure. We eventually put the N-word passes on like a blockchain, where you have
Oh damn. Of course we would.
you have
of
N
course.
coins.
On
Each of those N coins is like
nipper coins.
Sponge coins.
Nipper coins.
and then you have it.
Single-use passes.
It becomes And then eventually we find out, like, we have like this huge, like, there's a whole new type of economics. We develop like the N-word standard. In addition to like the gold standard, as opposed like how we do economics, we get like there's like a news program. You have like these, the like stock market shows.
Yeah.
Uh,
The N-word has gone up in the recent.
We are now speaking to the world's very first PhD expert in N-word economics, Dr. Nicholas Mullen.
No, Burger. You know what's even better is due to the recent events surrounding the Canyon controversy, it is expected that the N-word that the price of N-words passes will skyrocket.
Yeah. And then you have this and the guy comes on TV and he's like, "Sup, girl? What's crack-a-lackin'?" And it's like, many people think that the only thing you can buy with N-word passes is saying the N-word. But the truth of the matter is there's a lot of derivative linguistic instruments that you can also purchase. Like speaking like a black guy. This cost me 0.3 N-words. It's just, you have this whole,
Yes.
and then eventually it gets like expanded, and like depending, you have to, like, there's automatic price adjustment for depending on who you are. So if you're like a white guy, it's like one is the one modifier. That's like the white guy universal standard of like the N-word modifier. If you're from the South, it's 1.4. If you're a white woman, it's 1.1. Very controversially, if you're a black man in Africa, it's 0.1, but you still have to pay it. And there's like the African Union complains as this is like being yet again the Americans are trying to like ruin us financially using the N-word. And then you're like Mexican, it's 0.8, and then eventually it develops into this huge complex economy, and there's a like in Harlem is the New York slur exchange.
We're just going full in.
And instead of you have like, it's like a stock market. Instead of, how like the Nasdaq and the DAX and all these like these indexes that go up and down and like all these financial programs. Instead of that, it's like different slurs. It's like
high speed and N-word trading.
It's like high speed N-word trading. And there's just a guy going, I'm really trying to invest in wetback futures right now because I personally think it's slated to become, as climate change progresses and we have to cut back on our emissions, a lot of like air conditioning is going to go out the window, and also it's going to be hotter. And so it'll be a lot more wetter backs, and I also predict that culturally it'll become an insult that's less focused on Mexican people and more just the working class in general, which will drastically drive up the demand which is why I'm investing in this particular instrument.
Imagine
high speed trading so that you can so that like semi tax evasion like shit where like you own several shell companies to trade N-words around very fast in such a way that you can constantly use an N-word without using up N-words.
God damn.
Exactly.
They are creating
Also,
N-words out of thin air. God damn.
Imagine you also have different passes for different slurs, and you create an entire economy based on
Passes
it.
for different asses.
Incredible.
And there's like there's like fucking there's like white trash neighborhoods that they have like an addiction problem. And it's just going to like payday loans next to the trailer park to get like advances so the N-word stores right next to it. You can like buy the punch cards.
I haven't said the N-word yet today. need to get me one punch card. Come on, man. Just a single pass. I can tell you're like they go to the fucking the poorest black communities in the. I know you have some in reserve. Come on, man. Just
like
one. I just
pimps
need
now.
one.
They all just dress like pimps. Rural Ohio, the Midwest is being plagued by an N-word addiction epidemic. There's like in like 100 years, there's like the black N-word barons. Who like racism is becoming less and less important. Nobody really cares about race anymore, and they go, "Oh, we have to make sure that we have to keep racism alive." That's how we make our money selling. For 100 years, we've been making our money selling N-words. We can't. We have to get some of the brothers to commit crimes. Like no black person has committed a crime. Any one of them has committed any crime in 100 years. Just crime has skyrocketed among white trash, especially the South. Redneck drug cartels. Oh fuck.
That would be a hilarious scenario. Oh. And you get different kind of cartels. You got the Tip cartel, you got the N-word cartel, you got the...
It did get me thinking, though. You know how sometimes when you go to coffee shops, you get like a card that you can stamp, so every 10th one you get a free coffee?
Yeah.
Could you have something where like every 10th one you get to use the hard R?
Oh yeah, you do get like different... you get like the different ones, where it's like you have like the silver ones, which is soft A. It's the golden ones, which is hard R. You have the elite platinum edition, which is the hard R, but you're saying it unironically. Which also that's like if you're poor, you get more of the passes to sell. But also if you're older as a black guy, as like a black person, you get to sell more of them because you've experienced more racism. Like you might have been alive during segregation, so you can sell more of the. And because probably the people that are like in your age group that you're gonna sell them to are not gonna be saying them ironically. So like in the interest of reparations, you should get more money. But then there's also like there's a whole different systemic problem that emerges because like the rich, like this black celebrities get a lot less to sell. But even though it's not supposed to, because they're supposed to be like gold, like freely interchangeable. But then people value it's like, oh, I have a Beyond. It's like they frame like an Obama. They have like a shiny Obama N-word pass that they like frame. It's like a collectibles market.
And here we have one very rare original. Fucking Kanye West N-word pass.
Funko Pops. It's like a Kanye West legendary platinum VIP edition N-word pass.
Oh my god!
Two of the N-words have been used. There's 2 punches in there, but they were used by like Clint Eastwood.
Quentin Tarantino would go through them.
Did he? No. Even better. God, what was it? Leonardo DiCaprio. For his role in Django.
You get like N-word insurance if you say it too many times.
N-word insurance in case you haven't purchased an N-word pass. You can retroactively purchase one provided by the insurance company, but then it comes at the expense of like 1.5 N-word.
Oh, my only question is, what about Juicy Smollett?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. If you're half black, you only get half the N-word passes.
So you only get like
it depends on they measure the amount of melanin. See, and then also it's like you can get like others. For instance, you can get if you for like a whole punch card, you can do blackface once.
Oh shit.
Damn.
But
sounds
not
like
in
you find a
public. If you
whole-
do it in public, it's like it's 2 punch cards.
Damn.
Yeah.
Goddamn,
Is
really
there
driving
a
that
discount?
home.
There's like, is there seasonal discounts on blackface, like during Halloween?
Well, no,
and
I
shit?
mean that really the price of N-words fluctuates. It's determined by the free market.
Right.
Are there special like coins, like special edition coins that have like all sorts of like celebrities?
They have
who
like
did
civil
blackface?
rights leaders on them who just really didn't
Well,
sign
no,
up for this.
I was thinking about people who did blackface. You know, like have Justin
It's
Trudeau.
just a Justin Trudeau commemorative coin.
Yes.
All proceeds go to the NAACP.
Yes.
This is how they should do reparations. It's like then it's like just they you know, black neighborhoods are thriving, you know, because they don't just get gentrified, they become like legitimately rich. It's just, oh god
damn.
Is the thing about this whole bit is that I'm not sure if it's racist.
It truly is. Come on. It most definitely is, Burger.
Is it
you
though?
know-
Is
you
it
know,
though? We're
if a-
making fun of people
if a black
using the
content-
N-word.
If a black content creator actually ran with this idea and just like sold as part of his merch N-word passes, he'd probably make a fair amount.
I would
yeah.
just buy those as a meme. That would be extremely lit. If you're a black content creator, you should. It's reparations. You deserve it. Because, this bit does kind of advocate for reparations. So.
Yeah, it advocates for racial reparations. It
Yeah.
makes fun of people who use the N-word.
Yeah.
It's, you know... Fucking goddamn.
Oh,
the N-word economy.
Actually, the
Yeah, get over
racist
that
joke.
fact.
I can't do it.
Bruh.
before I disappear because I work tomorrow, you think the Mass Effect remaster, Mass Effect 1, you think the elevators have got speed boost now?
I hope not. I liked the elevators.
Elevators to what?
Bruh.
They hit the loading
Yeah.
really long.
I mean, they could probably make it like a skippable thing. Like once it loads, you have a button you can press to like.
Well,
hurry.
I don't know how much they had to change. Because this, you have to think about this for a second, right? This is an EA game. This is 3 EA games released in 2021 for $60, including like a fuck ton of content.
That's true, yeah.
I love how Hermione's the one with the smallest tits.
Serious
Just
question
Ron
though.
is the one with the
Should
dumper.
you allow different languages to be spoken in at a what's it called? Swearing in ceremony for politicians in a specific country? So say you have like Mandarin and shit, and you're only like, say for example Poland or France. Does that fly for you, or is it just kind of like really fucking weird?
I'm so confused.
How the fuck did you get
What?
to this? That's like just a
Inbred Island.
complete.
Inbred Island. I know it's a bit of a deviation, a tiny bit, a tiny bit.
Oh, I need to finish my
just-
I need to finish my thing about Mass Effect though real quick.
No.
This is an
Okay.
EA
No more
game.
Mass
This is an
Effect.
EA game published in 2021 for $60. It's 3 games with like a lot of actual DLC content. There's no season passes. There's no pre-order bonus content. There's not going to be any DLC for it. That is like an insane thing to happen.
Oh, you know what isn't in it? What I don't think is in it? The Mass Effect 3
Really?
multiplayer.
The only thing that
I
isn't
think
in
that's
it,
a good thing.
the
honestly.
multiplayer isn't in it because they couldn't make it work on a technical level, and also the Bring Down the Sky DLC for Mass Effect 1 isn't in it because the files got corrupted.
What was
They
that
literally
one?
just couldn't find files that worked, so they went, well, okay, we'd have to rebuild the entire game, so we're not going to do that.
What was the Bring Down the Sky DLC? in
It's the
Mass
one with the Batarians. The only one I didn't play, also, which kind of pisses me off. Mm,
Well, of course it was corrupted. It involved the potato.
okay, so what is this, Posh?
It's something Zenny put in Inbred Island because I always use the chance to put Zenny down because I was a fucking idiot.
Posh is a very bitter man.
No, I'm not bitter. I'm
mean-
very, very brutal when it comes to how much people I hate.
Well, okay, so basically what they do is they have different sign languages. That's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
No, you only get English or nothing. This is English.
You're supposed
It's
to
actually
make politics
Scotland.
accessible, dude.
Yeah.
No,
Politics,
no accessible. Only English.
politics needs to be accessible.
look,
This is an ad.
Right, no,
I love how a
right.
second ago you were like, yo, no, the bit is racist, and now you're the one going, if you don't speak English, you're not supposed to
get out.
understand
Yeah.
politicians.
Can you not tell by the fact that I'm
Politics
making an
became- right,
accent?
politics
Oh,
became
yeah,
bad.
Should
Right,
stage.
right. Politics became completely bad and derailed when we allowed women to vote.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say no to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
We go from racist to sexism. What is this?
No, I
Look,
mean,
I
I'm
mean,
not-
honestly,
purely from a timeline perspective, it does line up.
Honestly, right? I
True.
prefer sexism over racism because I swear to God, like it's just
Because
more
sexism
fun.
is
It's-
justified.
Sexism is just
Yeah.
funnier
like,
because
black
there are-
guys from
there are
the
black-
hood are my brothers. I want to have beers with them. Shoot guns,
I'm gonna kill
eat
that
steak.
fly.
You
It's
know,
taunting me.
I don't have to deal with white women.
I'm gonna whack this fucker with my essential atlas for Star Wars, and I'll probably take out my fucking monitor with it.
If Brady just disappears.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Of course
Yeah.
you'd fucking run, you coward.
Oh my
Joke's
god,
on you,
I have
that's where all the
found
spiders are.
I have found my favorite instance of that invincible meme.
My god.
Wait,
yes,
what
it's a
invis-
beautiful meme, as
I've
I've
seen
told
this
you.
like a few times. Damn,
Yeah, then that's beautiful.
that is
Yeah,
pretty
it's
good.
accurate.
Ah, yeah, basic. But that is basically the N-word economy.
You don't say.
Yeah.
You know what? I have to. This is a real thing that I actually believe.
What the
I
N-word
think
economy?
that a lot of leftists, like leftists, hate liberals and sock dems with such a passion because they're the only leftists, or the only people who have ever been able to like implement any kind of leftism without it becoming an authoritarian shit show.
I mean,
That's
that is not why I hate
literally
liberals,
true.
but
No, but to be fair though, in like the 19th century and all that, liberals were like the progressives. Like, how about here's an idea. All
Human
of the
rights.
races are the same, and human rights
Yeah.
should be extended to everybody. That was like a good thing, and women should be allowed to vote. I mean, that's still debatable, but
Oh, wait.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah,
but,
you're going too fast here.
Oh great.
But they're like they're the only ones who have actually ever accomplished any leftism along with like sock dems, and I think this is why like leftists hate them. I genuinely think that plays a huge part of it. Oh, for fuck's sake! It's I don't like it. I mean, the new design. I'm okay with the
It's fucked.
I'm okay
It's
with
fucked.
I'm okay with the reactions button, right? I think that's fine.
No,
Also,
the reactions
I
is
didn't
completely
crap my
fucked.
app, but
bro.
Oh, you are running
a false
Stellaris.
alarm.
Let me just.
Yes. Yes. Finally, a sensible opinion.
We should split bathrooms. Actually, this is a very good point. We should split bathrooms by pee versus poop instead of men versus women.
Exactly.
That is a legitimately good idea.
No, because
That
that's
is
Yes.
a solid
no,
take.
no, 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 no,
Unironically.
no, no. That is such a bad idea. Think about it. Pooping takes more time than peeing. This will mean that one of the bathrooms will be constantly empty and one of them will be constantly
Yeah, no, but
full.
no, you have that one is bigger.
Also,
Yeah, exactly.
remember that
Alright, okay. I
women take
guess.
ages- because women take ages in the bathroom anyway, it'll like even itself out.
Yeah, no, because that both sides, because the women taking ages applies equally to both sides. You see, so
And
it's not.
besides, women only use the sitting bathrooms, not the standing up urinals.
Well,
you know that.
Oh no!
the
But
th-
peeing is
I-
not just standing up urinals. That's the point.
Yeah, I sit down to pee pretty much every time. This is the thing.
Uh-oh.
It's just what I do, fams.
Mm.
Not gonna lie, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How the fuck did the comics from Stone Toss get connected with Among Us?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Genuinely don't know, and I don't want to know.
Do not question the meme machine.
Fuck. This thing is too funny. I'm sorry.
Which one?
The flag of Israel, if it was a fascist ethno
Oh
state.
yeah.
Here is an interesting.
Well, it's not an ethno state because they almost banned Jews.
I mean, I people have been asking me, like, someone, I think this was Sandra's, like, do you understand the conflict in depth? Like,
Hell no.
no, I don't. There's people who have doctorates in this shit.
Yeah.
Wait, doctorates in an actual current conflict?
Yeah.
Well,
God
not.
damn.
Well, yeah, in the history of it, at least.
It's literally been going on for longer than pretty much all of us have been alive. So
That is true.
Yeah.
I beg to
Jesus.
differ.
It's one of the oldest conflicts in,
Jesus.
like, human civilization.
Jesus has
Ancient
blessed us.
problems require ancient solutions. We should just crucify them all.
Yes.
Yeah, just reconquer the Holy Lands and create the Crusader states again. That sounds fun.
What do you
Yeah.
what do you
I
what's
prefer
your
the
what's your
alternate
government
solution.
like, Kashi? What do you like? Are you like a fascist?
What's your governing
Um,
ethics?
Yeah.
I think
can just
the
look it
game
up.
said it was
Yeah,
freaking
click on the shield, you
actually
more.
right
If
here.
you, yeah.
Did I get
Elective
Baldur's Gate?
monarchy?
Authoritarian, xenophile.
Yes.
Elective monarchy. Why would you choose that?
That's interesting.
not
Literally
trying-
cringe.
I'm not trying to be like
Like,
perfect or something.
I find elective monarchy very theoretically interesting.
Yeah, which is why you play these games.
Yeah.
Fair
Actually, I
enough.
should get back into Stellaris maybe because I
Like-
like them.
Lars.
Yeah,
Gentlemen,
you should get into
gentlemen,
the
and those in
dick
between,
update.
because there is no woman on the internet. Elective monarchy was tried by the Poles, and look where they ended up.
Yeah, but I mean,
In
the only
Poland.
people with suffrage were the nobles. So
I've made a poor tactical decision.
I mean, that's the only people you want to give.
Which
suffrage.
reminds me of Lancelot that I would not.
You do synthesis.
elective monarchy has been tried by the Naboo in Star Wars.
And that worked.
Yeah, that worked.
exactly.
Naboo is a
Should
great,
I
like a
get-
really cool planet, dude.
Yeah. Sadly, it
Actual
was also
question, should I
tried by
get
the
Baldur's Gate?
by the
I don't.
By the
I
trade
don't like
barony.
Naboo. I don't like Naboo because of the weird makeup.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, but that's
actually.
just the
I mean,
queen.
that's-
Who gives a shit?
That's your problem.
Yeah, but that queen looks like a fucking clown.
Yeah.
Have you met?
Oh, well,
I
you know.
mean,
I mean, the
I bet
Queen of England
you
looks
look
like a
like a
fucking
clown
ghoul, so
in
I don't
your
know.
culture.
I don't know what the difference
So-
is. Well, look, to be fair, the only difference is genuinely she's unkillable. That's it.
You researched
She is
trash,
unkillable.
by the way.
Do 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 do.
You're getting absolutely hammered.
Yeah,
You want to
Should
hear,
I
you wanna
get
hear some
Baldur's
vaccine?
Gate?
You want to hear some vaccine bullshit?
Yeah,
What?
let's go.
I might have the opportunity to get vaccinated soon, and I might choose not to.
What? Why?
Why?
Yeah. Okay. So get ready for real Germany hours. So in Germany, we have like many countries, we prioritize who gets vaccines because like some people need the vaccine more urgently than others because they just have higher risk. And those people are primarily old people who are also the people who vote for the governing political party.
Loadout on these things.
So that's a cool spaceship.
why.
That is very cool looking.
Why being
Yeah, that's why they're not getting through the shields. I've got freaking lasers on them.
Because the spaceships look cool.
Laser beams.
No, it's more you've got the fucking flak cannon.
Fucking
Oh,
laser
they've got a lot.
beams.
They've got a lot of freaking missiles. Like they're running ships that all have like missiles on them.
I never use flak. It
Nah.
means you're not using more pew pew. And more pew.
And why not?
Missiles take longer to get, especially with corvettes. They're harder to track you. So like half their shit is missing anyway.
Interesting.
And
Interesting choice.
more pew pew means more shit dies, and the lower the health of the ships, of the hull, the less effective they actually fight.
I have no idea about any of this. I just want to see cool pew pew battles in space. Okay, so that's basically what they do, right? And so now that because it took us a while to even get going with the vaccinations, but now it's running. And so now what they're doing is because the people who are getting the option of being vaccinated don't really they choose not to have the AstraZeneca vaccine because sometimes like very often you have a choice and they say no, I don't want AstraZeneca, I want something else because they've heard bad things about it. They have basically lifted the priority restrictions for the AstraZeneca vaccine and also soon the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which is also a vector vaccine that works in fundamentally a similar way in the sense that it has a small but non-zero risk of creating blood clots in your brain. And so if you look at the statistical realities of the situation, if you are, like me, a young person who isn't very exposed potentially to the virus, like I'm not a frontline worker, I'm not a first responder, I don't interact with a lot of people on a daily basis. If I were to take the AstraZeneca vaccine, it would be more likely that I would get severe complications from a blood clot in my brain than I would be if I didn't take the vaccine to contract COVID in a way that forces me to go to the hospital because it's a severe thing. So what they should have done. So basically, statistically, I am disincentivized from getting the vector vaccines. Yet those are the only ones that I can get. So statistically, what they should have done is they should have lifted the priority restrictions for all the other vaccines except AstraZeneca. Because for older people, not only are they less likely to get those blood clots, but also the risk for them to suffer, the moment you hit 30, the risk of getting like a severe COVID case where you need to go to the hospital for it becomes, it's already worth it. You should already do it. It's just a very specific age group for whom that doesn't work and who are now explicitly able to get it. They should have allowed us to get all the other vaccines that are not risky for us, therefore statistically incentivizing us to get them because, the BioNTech and the Moderna vaccines don't have these potential negative side effects that are still very unlikely, just to point this out. So basically what the governing party of Germany has decided is that the second that their voters are vaccinated, it becomes more important that those old people get to decide which vaccine they want, then it's justified to make young people risk their lives.
This game's a loss.
In order to make that happen.
Damn.
You have to think about this for a second. It's genuinely insane. So it's especially it's so it's only it's the only reason the only time that I would be incentivized to get an AstraZeneca or Johnson & Johnson vaccine would be if the 7-day incidence is above 140, or if I worked in a hospital, I worked in sales, or I met a lot of people then it would be worth it for me to get it statistically. But as it stands, it's not. It's literally, it is more right now, it is more dangerous for me to get the vaccine.
Okay.
That is quite gay.
Which is insane. Only these 2 vaccines, by the way, not the other 2. The other 2 are great. I really want those. Yeah, you're starting a new game. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I made
damn.
I made a bad mistake earlier.
I love me some Homeworld.
I might want to play a corporate. I don't want the fuck. I want more randomly generated alien species to show up. I think I have to deactivate all the default ones for that to happen.
Right.
I don't know.
Have any of you guys played Homeworld?
Yes.
I've played
Hell yeah.
Homo World.
Fucking Homeworld, the Homeworld series. Holy shit! It's the only RTS I've ever played.
I've played Boner World.
Yeah, it's a good space RTS. Holy shit!
It's so good. Homeworld. Also, the story. The story is surprisingly fucking good. For an RTS,
people say that very often. I don't like RTSs. They're very stressful.
Same. I entirely agree with you, Berg, on that. But I played through Homeworld because I wanted to know the story.
Like even like grand strategy games, I'm like, okay, dude, this would chill. I'm not trying to fucking.
If you want a really basic one that isn't too stressful, apart from maybe the in-game battles, which are very arcadey and very high-paced.
Don't say Total War, because I have tried playing Total War several times and I've never been able to do it.
Same.
That's fine.
Well, no, I played it and it was okay, but I didn't enjoy myself.
I used to like the battles, but they turned out shit in the end. Just gonna.
Yeah, they always the AI got the tactics wrong. That's why I lost.
Yeah. Mountain Blade.
I want to play more Civ myself.
Yeah, it's a better version, but it's first person. It's not RTS, or in this specific case, what Total War actually is a real-time tactics.
You know what I'm
RTS, it's real-time tactics.
What I'm really looking forward to is Humankind.
Turn-based.
The one that the new
Return to Monko.
The new
Return to Monkey game
that they're coming out with. I think that's going to be very interesting, because I didn't like Civ 6, and even with the DLC that I've seen, I have like a lot of hours in Civ 5.
It's not the Return to Monkey game.
Civ 5 is pretty great.
Yeah, especially with the DLC, it's fucking epic.
Yes, they're basically mandatory, honestly.
Yeah. And now this Civ 6 I didn't like. And I'm very curious about Humankind, if I'm gonna like that, because I usually when you have these, like, especially these sort of experienced indie studios like Amplitude and Paradox, which, I mean, they're no longer indie studios really. When they
absolutely not for Paradox. Paradox is definitely not.
Oh my god! Studio. Okay, can I just say?
Yeah.
Fucking, I was trying to find what was the name of that game that I remembered about, where you play like the hominids and shit, and you progress through the hominids, and then you get to humanity. I literally just fucking typed into Google "Return to Monkey game." The first result in Google Images is it.
God damn.
Bruh.
Nice.
Imagine that.
I like the spiritual successes thing, though. I'm really into that.
Ancestor. Yeah. It's this one.
Ooh, actually, speaking of a good turn-based game, play Masters of Magic. It's pretty dope.
Is it
even if it is?
Is it Masters of Magic or Might and Magic?
Masters of Magic, not Might and Magic. Might and Magic is a different series.
Okay.
I think it's RTS Might and Magic. I might be wrong.
No, that's turn-based.
Also turn-based.
I just put it into Steam search, and there it is. It comes out in 2022.
No, there's a previous one. There's a previous one.
It says
made by
yeah.
Masters of
There
Magic.
is one that says Master of Magic. That's apparently.
Master of Magic. Yeah.
But I'm only seeing this for 2022.
There is a previous one that they've made. Well, previous one that they've bought off Slytherin, which was made by what's his name?
How is this coming
Sid
out
Meier.
in 2022, but it looks like a fucking 2005 browser game?
Because it's Slytherin. Slytherin Productions, when it comes to sort of old school games, when it comes to turn-based, I've noticed they can either do really advanced graphics or they can do sort of retro style graphics, where it's not necessarily retro, but it reminds you of like, this could have come out a year ago and it would have been ahead of its time.
Yeah, honestly, that's not the case for this particular game. I have to be entirely truthful about that.
Was Heroes?
No, he doesn't mean Heroes of Might and Magic, though. This seems to be very similar to it. It's just instead of a hero,
no, but
you play a
there's
wizard.
an older version that came out in like
1999. Yeah, it's Heroes of Might and Magic.
No,
not that one. Masters with an S at the end of Magic.
No, it's without an S at the end.
Check Slytherin Productions or
I
Slytherin.
am on the game page right now. It's
there's another one which is way
initial
older, made by
release date
Sid.
1994.
Yeah, Sid Meier's made that
it's
game,
also
I think.
without an S.
Yeah.
Is it? I thought it was.
Yeah.
This is some serious Mandela effect shit, dude. I want to post a
God
pic.
damn it. It is old, but it is gold.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, you've been served, basically. I really want to, you know what? What I'd really like to do is like have what I'd like to do, by which I mean I've already done some world building about it. I want to do some I want to have like the Star Trek experience, but without the gay onesies. I'm going to play a role-playing game, a tabletop role-playing game, where it's
there is
Star Trek. But I don't want it to be Star Trek.
Okay.
I have a whole world building thing about it, where they have like the human. It's not like
you mean Lancer?
No. It's not. That's mechs. This is no mechs.
Yeah. Lancer, but without the mechs, then.
Yeah. Also, yeah. I mean, sort of, but also it's not. It doesn't quite work that way. It's more unified, and it has Earth and all that. It's like more the near future. It's like the United Nations is in charge. It's a very different United Nations, but it's and you have these. It's very cool because you have these like galactic fleets, but they're named after oceans. So the fleets that the Earth has are named after seas and oceans. And now the thing is, I always don't find it when I look for it. In my folder where I put all the shit. No, okay, this is the wrong folder. I have to let me find the word Atlantic in this big folder. So because I don't obviously I don't have it in my head. Yeah, you have like a fucking the big fleets, which are like Pacific Fleet, Arctic Fleet, Atlantic Fleet and fucking Indic Fleet. How about Indic Fleet? Am I right? And they all have like different jobs in the like the Arctic Fleet basically is the one that protects the core worlds, and the Atlantic Fleet is the elite war fleet. And you have the smaller fleets that have like more specialized shit, like border patrol and shit like that. It's really, I have a lot of ideas for this setting, is what I'm trying to say.
That's interesting. But how does it do the whole Star Trek of we don't really have a navy, but also like we have Starfleet,
so basically there's a it's integrated. So it is a navy. It is a navy, but it also isn't a navy. So in peacetime, so there's this thing called so there's the Admiralty and the Directorate, and in wartime the Admiralty is in charge, and in peacetime the Directorate is in charge. So it's a joint military and non-military operation. And they're like equal. And also, yeah, you can be a ship's captain. You can go through the military path, or you can go through the non-military path, and you can even become an admiral through the non-military path. Yeah.
Sounds dope.
Yeah. And also, there's a guy called. Wait, I'm not sure the joke translate. Yeah, no. The chairman of the United Nations Security Council is called Francis Adalbertus Tit. And that's funny as shit.
Poor man.
Yeah, I mean, he's the chairman of the United Nations Security Council, so it hasn't even really...
Chairman Tit.
Yeah, Chairman Tit.
Nice.
Yeah, and then it would be really cool if you like.
I assume it's basically post-scarcity as well.
Yeah, it is, but not like it depends on the kind of game you want to play. Because if you're like on the frontier.
Oh yeah, on the frontier. So it's not like instantaneous transport. Therefore, you can't just teleport shit in.
Yeah, you can't just no. You have to. Logistics is a big thing, but there's very advanced technology. But if you like, for instance, Siberic Fleet, which is
travel.
Yes, it's faster than light. It's wait, I have this. There's also a Galactic Federation called the Association of Sapiens. They have like so there's this thing called flumes, which are like wormholes. They're static, faster than light things, but they're faster than the usual faster than light, like mass relays. And there's like a flume knot in the center of the galaxy where they basically have a planet where or it's more like I don't know if it's a space station or a planet actually. Yeah, it's a superstation.
Oof.
You could have it be both.
Yeah, it's so that's no moon type scale, and that's basically how big it is.
That's dumb. Homeworld is dope ass. Gotta admit.
What Homeworld? Did you say?
Yeah, Homeworld. I'm playing the first Homeworld, like the non-remastered.
Yes.
Holy shit! Where has it been?
There was one on like a desert planet that I heard about.
Yeah,
Desert of Karak. That's a prequel.
That's the latest, yeah.
That's a prequel.
Yeah, that's a prequel. And it's like the latest
good.
made. It is the worst one.
But different. No, it's good. It's different.
No. Posh, it's good, but it's also the worst of all of them.
Fair.
Homeworld game is. It's it came out in 1999, and the graphics still hold up today. Honestly.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, like, unfortunately, for some reason, whenever I up the resolution, it just offsets the screen to the left for some reason. Even if I turn it down, and it's like, why are you doing this?
Yeah, and it has the most creative design of a flagship I've ever seen in sci-fi, because it is long in the vertical direction.
Oh my god!
Have you seen the EVE Online ships?
Just
some of
EVE
them.
Online will never be finished.
Well, I mean, it's not supposed to be finished. What do you mean it will never be finished?
He's not talking about Star Citizen. EVE Online is a different fucking game, dude.
Wait, is it? I couldn't tell.
People have been playing this EVE Online for many years.
Yeah.
It's like, I think it came out in 1999 or some shit, or like early 2000s.
Actually, I have a friend who used to be a big shot in the community of EVE Online.
Yeah,
like hosted actual big live streams and events for the community.
Yeah, I used to play in like the Brave Newbies. That was a cool fucking faction.
God damn! Look at the scale of this shit.
Let me look into your stream.
Yeah.
The large brown points
oh wait, you're streaming it?
Just doing.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm doing the tutorial because I need a refresher, because I've already played like the first 4 missions, but it's been ages.
Game looks.
Show the flagship. Show the flagship. Come on.
Yeah, hang on.
Click on any of your ships to exit the sensors manager and move the camera to
come on.
She sounds kind of
there
bored.
On the very left. Yeah.
No,
Well,
she's
she has been
robotic.
basically, yeah, she has basically been entombed into her ship, which she helped design and build. So there's that.
Look,
That's a
look at
massive
the
fucking
majesty.
Yeah.
So it's like the Avatar.
Or press space to get
Yeah.
back into the sensor's manager.
I
Look at
do
it.
like me a big spaceship.
I
have
think
to
it
be
might be
honest.
bigger than my mom.
Look at it. It's just so I don't know. It feels unique.
It is. It
there's
is
a-
the most unique fucking ship ever. And the best part is when you produce like the capital ships, they come out of the
I've
right
seen it.
side.
There's
That
a
one.
there's a
That
bunch
one.
of
Hangar.
ships in EVE Online that look like this.
Oh, you're
Do you
gay.
have to ruin my immersion? Do you have to ruin my fun?
I mean, to be fair, they were probably inspired by this ship.
Yeah.
Because I think, I mean, I reckon this is a bit older than EVE.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah,
1999.
The EVE Online ship catalog, there's some really a lot of different kinds of ships and some very interesting designs in there. Like
One thing I'm interested in is the 3D movement in this game. The fact that you have
Oh,
a
yeah.
3D plane in space, and it's probably the first game like this.
Yep.
Is it? That is just like, and for
so.
some, oh, for fuck's sake, what the?
Glitches out a bit. But yeah, no, and it lets you, it specifically in some of the scenarios in the tutorial, it tells you how to use it effectively, specifically with like probes, which you can send like over the plane or under the plane and then shoot them in from around the plane, because basically you have scout ships which have probes, so you can send like scout ships above and below and then shoot in the probes which are faster.
This one
So
kind of looks like that ship. This is a ship from EVE Online. It's actually my favorite ship from EVE Online, just aesthetically. The Oracle.
I guess, yeah. It's not quite the same thing.
No, it's not quite the same thing. But there's other ones that look more like it. Let me think. If does the Naglfar look like it?
The what?
Yeah, it's the
one thing.
Yeah, this one, the Naglfar actually looks like it a lot. Naglfar, as in the Norse ship that's made of nails.
The one thing I will admit is I do not like this, having to right-click informations. But again, that's just my old school ass of RTS, where it's just I don't like menus. I just want to click
that one
and
is
do
clearly
shit.
based on the
Yeah, it looks very much the same.
Yeah.
It looks very similar. It's clearly based on this one.
Formation and select delta. Move in delta formation. God damn.
But no, the Homeworld universe is also so interesting because it has like because you play as the guys who essentially you develop like essentially in the game. You start the game where with the first launch of the first faster than light ship that your planet has ever produced, and like immediately as soon as you jump, your sensors start to go like, shit, what the fuck is this? These aren't any of our ships. How are they moving FDL and why are they going to our planet? So you have a battle, which is a tutorial.
Yeah.
Where you are. Then you get back to your planet. Your planet has been burnt, and you discover later that it's because you are the descendants of an ancient civilization that had like this big war, and in the war treaty, your civilization was forbidden from creating faster than light travel again, right? Faster than light ships again. But like, so much time passed that your civilization essentially, like, civilization crumbled and was rebuilt. So nobody knew.
Like, look at this. Look at these 3D formations.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Goddamn.
Yeah, that does look pretty cool, dude.
And the best part is whenever you're dogfighting or whenever they're moving, there's always some chatter between your ships. Like, shit, I got him on my rear. Don't worry, I'm coming behind. It's like, goddamn, this immersion just kills me.
It's so good.
I have not been able to play a game that is just so immersive on this level.
Yeah.
For
Because
ages.
it's especially extremely immersive because you like as the player is framed as like being this fleet mind that is like, you know, the tactical fleet mind of the thing that has been constructed specifically because to control the entire fleet, the first fast and light fleet, and then like
you're the last ones.
Yeah,
basically.
you're the last ones and have to get revenge, and it's basically just a mission for revenge.
Use the sensors manager to move your scouts near the enemy ships.
Eve also
It's
has
really
some
cool.
really shit looking ships, like the old Moa design. I'm gonna post this. It's really bad. It's really fucking bad,
Once you
dude.
have issued the move, you can leave the
Damn.
sensors manager.
It's really,
What's that?
it's so fucking
The
terrible,
fuck
dude.
is that? The fuck is that? It's a blob of shit.
Yeah. This is the
let me
old
see.
Moa design. The new Moa design actually looks kind of cool. It's
God damn.
Yeah.
Holy shit, what are those ships?
yeah.
I know, right?
I mean, they discarded this, I think, in like 2012 or something. The Moa now looks cool as hell, but yeah, it used to be funny.
Oh yeah, and then there's like the what the fuck are they called? The Titan class.
Yeah.
Which are all interesting.
Oh yeah, like the Avatar. That one's also that one. It goes up your butt.
Goes up your butt. Yee.
Well, okay then. I'm gonna watch Kashi streams.
Oh, man.
Well, I'm
This
watching.
shit
I'm watching
is-
yours, Bosch. Don't worry.
Homeland bros stick together, homie.
Oh yeah. Oh, the old Bantam. Oh my god, the old Bantam looked so fucking dumb. And the new Bantam doesn't look much, but look at this.
Listen
Fuck
to
is
this.
that?
Listen to this. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Target destroyed.
Ew.
That's
Wasn't
certainly
it?
a spaceship.
Also, you look at like the movements of the fleet. Like
Yeah. Oh
Geodog
my god,
Titan
it's
Squadron.
beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, it's fantastic.
Staying in formation. Oh, orgasms.
Well, no, because the formation is also dynamic.
And
because
this
if
is
you
like
see
just
them,
the
like they
new one.
compress in the film.
It's just moderately better.
Goddamn. Yeah, but like it is also. I also have to commend EVE Online for the quality of their asymmetrical ships.
Yeah.
Because those are
Asymmetrical.
cool, and they're very rare in sci-fi.
But
for some
aside
reason.
from the Bantam,
Aside from the
Holy shit.
Bantam.
yeah,
I
but they
gotta
have
admit,
some
this
really
scout
cool.
ship is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, they have some nice designs, dude. I have a difficult time with like old graphics though. I have to be honest.
No, I
Yeah.
love old graphics. That's a big turn on for me.
Actually,
you have
you know
old
what
school
gets me
graphics,
more?
and especially pixel style graphics that work the exact same, almost verbatim the exact same as DOS style pixel graphics. You have me hook, line, and sinker.
Nah, that's gay.
Because-
DOS style is stupid.
No, but look, there is a certain rawness to old style pixel graphics that has never been able to be replicated, I don't think, for modern pixel graphic games. Ever.
Wait, look, it looks bad.
Yeah.
No,
and
it doesn't.
the new ones don't look bad anymore, so they haven't replicated that.
I think the thing about old games that bugs me more is just the gameplay. I've been spoiled with just games that
Yeah.
are just solid.
There's a lot of like game
gameplay-wise.
design
Plus, is
advances
the
that have been made.
I never had fucking Erebus class Titan. The fuck is that shit?
There's like a few games, and I have heard that the first Homeworld is one of them, where they had like the gameplay just for the game design just nailed.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they do. They do. Apart from maybe some where it's like, you know, right-clicking on chips to get up a menu, where it's like debatable how good of a game design that is, but you know, apart from that tiny caveat, the rest of it.
Okay.
Mwah.
Yeah. Okay, can I just
Mwah.
say though, Burger,
Yeah.
the fuck is this shit from Eve?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks like a locomotive. That's the fucking.
It
That's
looks
the,
like a fucking turd. That's what it does.
That's the Galente. The Galente fucking.
is
Titan. That ship is like several kilometers long. I think it's like
Oh,
100
yeah.
kilometers long. It's gigantic. Have you seen the Avatar though? That one, because that one has a vertical gravity orientation. It looks like a sex toy. Look at this and tell me it doesn't.
You mean
look
the
like a sex
Amar?
toy. Yeah, the Amar one, the Avatar.
Yeah.
It just looks just genuinely. It's a high tech, and it does have like a vertical gravity orientation.
That's cool.
Horizontal gravity too. Wait, no, vertical gravity. Yeah, vertical.
Yeah.
And it's like
The fuck is the Minmatar one? I have just found a chart. It looks like a steak.
And the
best part is,
it has
No,
like
go on,
it
Bert.
has like it has a penis hole. If you look at, I'm gonna post a different picture.
It's as big as a Gloriana class from Warhammer.
It has a penis hole where like other ships and drones can come out.
It's got a penis hole.
It literally just straight up has a penis hole. It's no way around it.
Fucking
sorry, I accidentally
spaceship
dropped my
sounding.
Magnum condom for my Magnum doll.
It nuts spaceships.
No spaceship, yeah.
Oh.
Suck my penis, Major Tom. I'm about to bust
Or
a
do
fat
the do the boarding crews come out of there as well, like the drop pods that just
there's no
already
drop
like
pods.
space? I don't know, man.
Okay,
I don't know
it's
about
actually
that
it's 23:30. It's time to
The one thing I will recommend is that this is both a mix of RTS and RTT, as in your units have fuel and ammunition that you have to take care of.
Well,
but
they
it's
can take
not
care of it themselves.
They can take care of it themselves, but it's not necessarily finite. It's set up in a way where you can refuel and restock, but you also have to take care of it, which is nice. Most RTT games,
Yeah, you
don't
just
get me wrong,
need
that's
to-
the entire design of the RTT game. Don't get me wrong, but there are some RTT games where I'd be like, I would love to be able to just refuel, or restock up on things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just not an
it's
option.
just you need to regularly remember when an alarm starts blaring to like get your ships to go back to the to refueling stations.
Okay,
And just,
but now that
hop
you're
back.
trying to stop me from ending the stream,
Holy shit,
you're
look
still
at this
going
ship.
to end the stream.
Look at it.
Goodbye. Go away now.
Get fucked.
Oh my god, literally, he just said,
Chicken
watch
nugget.
your